Hello everyone and welcome to day 26 of small video tips to make a big difference. I am your host, Renée Marino, here to talk to you today about something really informative, which is how do I be confident on video if I'm not a confident person? How do I do it? Before we get into that, I would love for you to say hello and where you're tuning in from in the chat box. It has been a few weeks. I was away. I was in San Diego coaching and I took some time off to be with family. So I'm back and I would love to know who is here with me. Make sure to tell me your name because as you know, in the comment box, sometimes it does not show your name. So hello, hello, hello. I think this is a really, really important topic today because so many people get held back from going on video because they believe that they have to be 100% confident and what they believe as perfect before they put themselves out there and put themselves on video. Hi, Lisa. Oh, I've missed you, my dear. I have missed you. I'm so happy you're here. So many times I hear, oh, I'm just not confident. I need to build my confidence up before I get on video. And that is why I wanted to discuss this today. So let's start with step one, acknowledging the fact that you may not be very confident. You may not be very confident. And you know what? That's okay. Because even the most confident people in the world oftentimes don't feel confident. So let that be okay for you. Be okay with not being the most confident person in the world. If you deal with some anxiety, if you deal with fear about how you look and how you sound, it's okay. Acknowledge it and know these four most important words in the human language. You are not alone. Trust me, I have had the honor of working with some of the greatest film actors in the world. And guess what? They don't always feel confident. They feel nervous sometimes. So acknowledging it helps to take the pressure off. Just acknowledge, yep, I'm not very confident. Oh, I don't even love doing this. I don't feel very confident in myself. Acknowledge it. Put it out there. Let it be. There's no need to hide it, right? Because really the goal in all of our videos is to connect through our authenticity. So by acknowledging it, you're being authentic to yourself by owning up to your insecurities, and that's great. Okay, step two. Write a list of the positive things about yourself, the positive things you've done in your life, and what you've done in your life that's hard. Think about all the hard things you have done in your life. I can assure you, once you start jogging your memory to think about those things, you will realize that getting on video, even without confidence, is much easier than the hardest thing you've ever done. Trust me, anxiety is such a thorn in the side, and it can often lie to us and make us think things that are not true, which is that this is way too hard to do and I can't do it, so I'm not doing it. Instead, look at that list of the hard things you've done in your life and remind yourself, oh, wait, I've done way harder things than this. Way harder. So I got this. It may not be easy. It may not be what I love doing at this point, but I got this. Number three, celebrate yourself. This is such an unbelievably significant thing to do, period, in life, whenever we can. Look at that list and then celebrate yourself for those things. Celebrate yourself for all that you've done and all that you are and all that you've gotten through. That is how we show our minds that we want to look for more positive things about ourselves. We want to find those things about ourselves that we do like, that we do love. If this feels good, right, feels good in the chat box. It feels good for my dog if you can hear Frank the Tank barking. Stay hydrated. Frankie loves talking about this, although he's very confident on video. Okay, step 4. Use your nerves as fuel. What do I mean by this? I mean that so often we look at our nerves, we look to our nerves as the worst thing in the world. We're like, oh, I just want to fight it. I want to get away from my nerves. I want to do everything I can to run the other way. But really, nerves can be your greatest asset. In all of my years as a professional performer, I was always nervous. Even as a coach, doing live videos sometimes or hopping on a webinar, I feel nervous. I feel those physical sensations. But then I remind myself to use my nerves as fuel and to flip the script and say, oh, these nerves aren't bad. Nerves are just the same as excitement with a different label. That's it. Nerves are excitement with a different label. That's all it is. So find that moment in your life where you felt those same physical sensations of nerves, but it was something exciting and you're like, oh yes, I'm so happy. I'm so excited what I'm about to do. I'm so excited about who I'm going to see. And flip the script. Use those nerves as fuel. Fuel, 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 fuel. So we have number 1, acknowledge the fact that you're not very confident. That's okay. Number 2, write a list of the positive things you've done in your life, the positive things about yourself, and the hard things you've done in your life. Then celebrate yourself, not only for just those hard things you've done and all the positive attributes you have, but celebrate yourself for doing those hard things and getting through hard times in your life. Number 4, use your nerves as fuel. Like a skyrocket, like let it skyrocket you to be like, yes, I got this. These nerves are for me. These nerves are helping me. These nerves are my magic ingredient to get on video, even if I don't feel confidence. And our last one, number 5, take imperfect action. Take imperfect action. What does that mean? That means doing that video even when you feel scared. Pressing record even when you don't feel confident. Why? Because the more you do that, the more you develop that muscle of taking imperfect action, the more confidence you develop. I'm going to say that again. The more times you take imperfect action and press record, even in spite of the fear, when you start to talk on camera, even when you're freaking out and your knees are knocking and your heart is racing, the more you do that and you finish that video and you press stop, you realize that you've done it. And then you can feel great about it. And what that does is that develops these nuggets of self-confidence that turn into an armor of self-belief. An armor. And then once you get on video, my friends, know that owning up to the fact that you feel nervous and, oh, I don't feel too confident today, guess what? That shows that you're a real person. Sometimes acknowledging that to the people you're speaking to is the best thing you can possibly do. So let's go through the 5 steps again. Number 1, acknowledge the fact that you're nervous, that you may not feel so confident. Number 2, write a list of the positive things you've done in your life, the hard things you've done in your life. Number 3, celebrate yourself. And to go back to step 2, those hard things are to remind you that you've done way harder than pressing record on a video. Way harder in your life. Number 3, celebrate those things. Celebrate yourself for all that you are, for all that you've done, for all that you've gotten through. Number 4, use those nerves as fuel. Let it skyrocket you to get on video. And number 5, take imperfect action and just do it, like Nike says. Just doing it develops the confidence within you. Just doing it, even when it's completely imperfect, you maybe flubbed words, you were nervous, you went off on tangents, that helps you to develop the confidence, proving to yourself that you can do it. Did these help? Let me know in the chat box. I have something else exciting to share with you. Did this help? You can still hear Frankie. It sure helped him. Yes, Lisa, I could not agree more. Lisa said, I would venture to say these excellent points would be good for all of us to apply in any area of our life, not just for videos. Yes, 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 and yes. Absolutely. And I hope you do apply these in every part of your life.